So today I got a box, and inside the box is the comic book. And this is the first appearance of Jessica Jones in Alias #1. This is from 2001, all right? Jessica Jones is mostly known for her series, Jessica Jones on Netflix. She's part of that Daredevil Punisher Netflix universe. And she was played by Kristen Ritter, who was, before that, I knew her from Breaking Bad and stuff like that. So, but this was, I think, her big role. And I think that this is a fantastic book. If you have not read Alias, right now it's currently available on Comixology, I believe the deluxe edition. So most of it, if not the entire run, is available on Comixology Unlimited. And if you like more gritty thrillers, this is it. If you like the Daredevil Frank Miller stuff, you'll like Alias. If you liked some of the Vertigo stuff from DC in the 90s, I think you would enjoy reading this as well. So one thing I wanted to show you guys is how I was able to work out a deal on eBay, right? This is a book that was kind of way back on my list because I thought it was too hot. Especially for a hero that's not really like super flashy or superhero, or she's not from the past or anything. So I just kind of waited on this. Right now the prices on this are kind of coming back down because there is no speculation on Jessica Jones right now, and also because of the recession of last year's comic book market. Everything's pretty much coming down. So I initially saw one for, I think it was $125 on eBay. I made an offer for $80 because it was a CGC 6.5. That is a very low grade for a book this modern, guys. So I felt $80 was very fair because I wasn't necessarily buying the sticker. If anything, I was buying the case and the book inside of it, right? Because I just wanted the key issue. I wanted Jessica Jones in my collection as well. So I made an offer. I thought it was pretty sweet, right? Because he was asking $20 for shipping, so that would have been $100. And I felt like that was a fair deal. I thought that was a fair deal. Unfortunately, he might have overpaid for it, and he did not want to budge. So he made a counter offer for $120, right? So he only took $5 off of it. And I was like, you know what? I bet you I can get another book that's higher grade for $120 for the same price, right? So I went over and I talked to, I made an offer on somebody who had a 9.4 for $150. I made him an offer of $120, and he came back and he offered me $135, which was pretty fair, I think. But then there was this 9.2 as well. So then I went to the 9.2 person and I sent them an offer of $120 as well. And I told them I have an offer for a $135 for a 9.4. Thank you for considering. And he did consider it, and he did accept my offer. So maybe, I think if they would have declined it, I would have taken the 135 at the 9.4. So but the shipping on this was also cheap. So I ended up getting a 9.2 for what that guy wanted for a 6.5. So overall, I like that aspect about eBay. I'm gonna shout out that seller, and his name is Tim Koch. So there's this card. Love this card. This card is super classy though, super classy. So let's talk about Whatnot versus eBay, right? Because I felt like when I was doing this and I ended up getting this great deal on this key issue, I felt like that's something you cannot do on Whatnot. Because we all know that some of the most exciting parts of eBay is usually like that last minute when you feel like the book is still kind of a little bit cheap, it's still within your range, and there's that kind of like that excitement, like, man, am I about to get this at a good price, right? It hasn't been bid up too fast and you're down to the last 30 seconds, right? And I think and it always feels great when you win that book, right? And you get it at the price that you want it to. And I think what Whatnot's has really done is they've taken those last 30 seconds of eBay and they've pretty much pumped steroids into it, right? So it's like you're in those 30 seconds every single time. Unfortunately, what happens in those 30 seconds is that you can't do the research and you can't talk to other people and make deals and offers and stuff like that. That's why I don't really like Whatnot, because Whatnot's kind of like geared towards FOMO, to creating FOMO towards those last 30 seconds. Like, hey, you got to make a decision now or you're going to miss out on it, right? And this is not a critique. Again, this is not a critique of people who use Whatnot. This is a critique of the platform itself. While eBay is not perfect and it does have its issues, one thing that eBay does allow you to do is that you can wait. You have 7 days, 5 days, 3 days, right? To kind of like make a decision, try to talk to deals, look around, because those books are always there, so you always have that kind of, you have that advantage, right? Also, you have the advantage of being able to see what the last book sold on eBay. Now, those things can be fidgeted with, messed around with, especially with a really hot book. But with a book like this that's not very hot, most of the time you can see the prices are very accurate. And that's something that Whatnot you cannot do. I do not think you can look up history for books on Whatnot, and also you only get 30 seconds to make a decision. If you're a new collector, that's something that I would consider, right? So if you're a new collector, especially if you're new and you found your way to collecting through Whatnot, so that is what I think. I still like eBay's format. The live stuff is cool for hanging out and everything, but I'm not a big fan of the 30-second counter. Yes, it makes things go a lot faster, but I think that if you want to win something, you will have to bid some crazy numbers. All right, so unless you're in like, and especially if you're like in one of those big rooms with like 100 people, like somebody's gonna overbid. So yeah, guys, that is my little soapbox. That is my little soapbox on eBay versus Whatnot. You guys let me know what are some advantages and disadvantages that you think Whatnot has. And I mean, I'm always open to new suggestions. Maybe you guys have like a little tactic or something that I am not aware of. But other than that, man, I'm super happy with the Alias #1. It's still near mint. Sure, it's near mint minus, but whatever, it's still near mint. And it's a gorgeous book. And if you have not read Alias, I strongly suggest you do. If you're interested in me doing a review on that, I could do it. And with that being said, man, you guys stay cool. All right, peace.